Hello friends, this is Ganesh and video number 12 on OData Service. In this session, I will explain about what kind of configuration we have to build and what are the basic details as a developer we should know. Because this configuration mostly done by basis or security person, but as a developer we should know some terminologies, how to connect, how the connection is working between gateway and the source system. Source system is depends on your design. It may be a ECC or S4HANA, whatever it is. It's a source system. That's it. So every source system has its own gateway service, but mostly we won't use it. We always keep the OData service, everything in a gateway system, gateway server. We have some advantages as well. So far I have shown you all my OData service example doing in the same system, creating the SEGW project on top of it, activate my servers, and it's actually executed in my SAP Gateway client. Okay, so now I'm going to just break down this process. I'm going to create my project in my source system, and I'm going to create my project means SEGW. So before that, I just make my RFC or CDS is ready to retrieve the data from my database table. Okay, and after that, I'll just move to the another system, considering that is my gateway system, gateway server. So I'm going to create a OData service for the project which I created in my source system. Okay, so the connection between my source system and the gateway server is RFC. And RFC, we have a classification of trusted RFC, non-trusted RFC. So with the help of the RFC connection, I'm going to activate the OData service in my gateway system. Okay, so this is the whole idea of this session. As a technical developer, we should know, we should understand how the connection is established, what is RFC, non-trusted and trusted connection, and how the security people will just make your project or servers is coming under trusted or non-trusted RFC connections. Okay, because non-trusted means anybody can access your URI, and trusted means only the authorized person can access your URI. So that is one kind of authorization we are doing it from the backend side, from the OData level. Okay, so these things I'm going to explain in detail. So let's get into the system. So this is a basic design. You have a UI application, it's communicate with your gateway server, and from there it's going to communicate with your source system. So source system has its own database. It's a two-way communication. So give a request and get the information from your source system. And you may have different designs like this. You can have a different source system, system 1, system 2, system 3. So but you have only one gateway server. So gateway server will decide based on some request from the UIs. Okay, I want data from 1, I want data from DB2, I want data from source system 3. It depends. Okay, so we call it as a gateway hub. Probably I will take a different video on that part, so how we can figure out which system can be pointed out. Okay, so this is the two different designs, depends on your client and customer how they have the systems. And this is the one which I explained so far. I have a database, and on top of it maybe a CDS or RFC or a direct select statement also. I created it, and on top of it I created a SEGW project. Maybe I mapped the CDS view or the RFCs, or directly write a code in the DPC extension class. And on top of it, in the same system, I generated a OData service. So I got URI link and share with the UI application. I tested with SAP Gateway system as well, Gateway application as well. Now what I'm going to do is, this one I'm going to divide it into two. It's like I'm going to do this till SEGW. I'm going to do in my source system. So considering I'm just pointed out here as a ECC. So here till this step 1 and step 2 I'm going to do in ECC, and the step 3 is going to take care from the gateway server. Okay, that is my next design. This is actually most of the, in real time, most of the clients or customers having this way of creating the OData service. So yep, this is the one which I done in ECC, and the next part is this way. So I'm going to log into the another system, like very simple. Go to SAP logon pad. You have another login for gateway server. and double click user ID password, and then go to the maintenance service transaction code, create a OData service. Okay, and the communication is again UI application is only from the gateway now, gateway server. Okay, and this connection is established. So you know about RFC. It's a basic idea about the connection between two SAP systems. So we have to create a RFC connection in SM59 with the user ID password and some additional securities. Okay, so everything if you have to generate information between two different systems. So here it is your source system and the gateway. And here one additional point in RFC is we have two different connections, like trusted and non-trusted connections. So we can have both as well. So trusted normally we use just for a testing purpose, and probably 100% if you're going to move this to a production, keep your service as non-trusted connection. So sorry, I mixed it. Okay. All the examples are simple testing, go with the non-trusted connection. But if you go to production, keep everything as a trusted connection only. Okay. So I will show you how to create the trusted and non-trusted connection in SM59 as well. So, and what is next? Yep, I'm going to show you the steps. Like first, decide and create the medium to get the data from database. Can be anything, CDS or RFC or direct select next in class. And second step, generate a project SEGW and act toward it. Okay, so make a note of the service name, because from gateway server through the service name only we are going to act toward our servers. Okay, and these are two steps which we have to do in source. And the gateway, create a RFC connection. It may be either trusted or non-trusted option, and create a system allies for the ECC and source system. So this is an additional step we have to do apart from SM59. This is nothing but once you add a selected servers, you have to use what is the system allies. So far we used local. So local is nothing but it denotes the local system. Whatever system you have SEGW, it pointed to the same system. That is local. But now we need a system, new system allies to be generated or created from our end in the gateway server, which points to your another ECC or source system. Okay, so that is the additional step we have to do. And after that, it's the same one, activate the OData service which got generated in ECC or your source system. Clear? So these are the steps to be followed. I will show you the same with considering two different systems. Okay, let's go to into the system. Before that, one more slide. Yeah. So this is the SPRO. Normally we use to do the configurations, right? SPRO path where you have to create a new SAP system allies. So you have to go to your SPRO and SAP NetViewer, SAP Gateway, OData channel, configurations, excuse me, connection settings, and SAP Gateway to SAP system. Over here, you have to use manage SAP system alliances. You don't have a transaction code for this, but you have a maintenance view. Instead of that, you can have maintenance view, go to SM30, enter the maintenance view, do the same. Okay, so both way is possible. Okay, next. So this is my system, and here they don't. It's normally a rental system, so they don't have a dedicated gateway server. But I'll just give. I'm considering I have two different systems. I'm considering one is a gateway, another one is normal HANA system. And here, what difference between normal ECC and gateway is you don't have much data is available in gateway. Okay, gateway is purely for communication. So you can't find all the standard tables available in gateway system. Example JEST. So those all standard tables are not available in gateway system, and we use gateway system to keep some limited data if required, or we can use the gateway system for offline applications. One of the scenario is like my communication or source system is down for maintenance or some other reason, so we can keep sometimes some data in gateway system. And another scenario we just generated some search shelf from the gateway itself, because it's some data to be coming to a Valley help in the UI application. Those are not maintained in the SAP systems, meaning it's not a standard data, it may be a customized data. So for that, why we have to go back to the backend system and get the values. So those things we have keep it in the gateway system. So these are some advantages we use the gateway. Okay, now This is my source system. Okay, so the blue color is my source system considering, and I have another system. It's opened already. That is my this one. No, yeah, green. This is my gateway system. Okay, so I opened these two systems. I'll show you. As for IDAS, I considering is my gateway server, and this is my HANA system 1809. Okay. So first I'm going to 1809. 1809 is in blue color and S4 IDAS in green color. So green is nothing but gateway server. So first I have to go to the blue color, my source system, and creating a SEGW project. I have already a CDS. You can go with anything. It's not like you have to go with CDS for this example. Your source may be anything, RFC or direct select also. I'll use just CDS and import a CDS and create on top of it creating a SEGW project, act toward it. So I'm going to complete that in my ECC source system. For your reference, that is in blue color. Let me go to my system. So here and go to SEGW, create a project. This is for GUI gateway config. Okay. Config scenario. Package is local object. Okay, CJ gateway config, and here I'm going to use reference data source. I'm going to include a CDS. Is it available over here or no? Okay. Yeah, this is my CDS, CGI sales underscore details. It's my source system 1809. It's blue color system. So just copy this. I need a CDS entity to keep it in SEGW as a reference. Copy this and go to service builder and CDS entity name, give the name and click next. And this is yes and finish. That's it. That's very simple. I don't want to much give more time on SEGW because you already know about this. Okay. So here under the data source you have entity type, entity set, whatever it is. It's fine. Keep the SEGW project ready. Act toward it. And what is the service name that you have to be note down? So technical, it's a CGI gateway config SRV is my service name, and click local object. So done, we are good because already series is there, so I don't spend much time again and again in the same concept which we already seen. um, First two steps are over. Now I have to get into my gateway server, create the RFC connection with trusted and non-trusted, and create a system alliance, then activate this OData service and execute in your gateway client. Okay, now it's done. Go to my gateway system. So gateway system is in green color. Okay, it's actually two different systems. Okay. Now I want to create SM59. Going to create the RFC connection. The RFC connection is coming under the type 3 above connections only. So keep the cursor and click create. So I'm going to create a trusted RFC connection. Trusted connection for 1809. Okay. Maybe I can start with RFC. RFC trusted for 1809. I'm going to create a trusted connection. Here connect to 1809 with trusted connection. Okay, then go to logon security. Okay, first technical settings. For the security reason, probably I'm not going to show you the IP address, but here it's simple. I'm going to enter the target host and the instance number, nothing much. Okay, so I'll just skip that option alone. Okay, so I just entered, skip in the sense I didn't record it. Okay, so I entered already technical settings, IP address as well as the instance number, and now come to the logon security, and this is the trusted client, so I just give 800, and the user is BEST, and this is going to be the password. Okay, and can we just trust the relationships? Okay, so you have to say no because it's a trusted one. So no in the sense they have to go and check all the authorizations. So if you say trust the relationship, anybody can do it. Anybody come, you can trust it. Yes, you can give yes. So that is the meaning of this S and no. So whoever comes, don't trust it. Based on the role and authorization only, you have to allow to access your URI. Okay. So trust relationship is no over here, and save it and click the connection test. It's yes, and just check the remote logon. It should be a blue color system. Yeah, so it's accessed. Okay, so now our RFC is done. RFC connection is done. So the next step was system Alias. Okay, so let me go to SPRO, SPRO, to create a system Alias. Go to reference IMG, NetViewer, and then SAP Gateway, OData channel, configuration, then connection settings, SAP gateway to SAP system, and this one, manage SAP system aliases. Just click. So these are already available, and mostly we use the local one. So local one, they mention local GW system, and for local application they mention some other RFC destination, and this is default. They don't have system ID and client. So now we are going to create a new system alias for our 1809 system. Just click new address. Mostly this will take care by basis people. So this is for 1809 system. So 1809 sys and t. Yeah, trust. Okay, because there is a limitation in the name. Okay, and give the description. Connect to 1809 trusted. Okay, and this is not local GW, and go to RFC destination and F4. My RFC destination name starts with 1809. So 1809 star, and the connection type is 3. Nothing. Okay, let me go with 3. What is the name? One second. Okay, RFC trusted. Okay, so it should be start with RFC. Here it is, RFC trusted 1809. This is the name. Just cross check as well. And this is the one, RFC trusted 1809. Then software version, we can go with default, or you can say workflow provider. It depends on your requirement. You just select it, whatever you want. So all of the software versions. So I'll just go with this one. And system ID is A4H 1809 system ID. So it's like your source system ID. You can get it the properties of your system or simply from the SAP logon pad. And client, it's 800. Okay, save it. That's it. And this configuration settings need a transport request. It's a basic requirement. So you can't save it in a local object. Just click next. Done. So my connection is ready. Now I want to go to my what is that, service. I want to add the service of my OData. So go to the transaction maintain underscore service, execute it. So here I need to give add service option. So far we given the local names over here, just select system alias local. But now I'm going to select my system alias which I just created, 1809 system trust, and here I'm going to give the service name. So just I can give ZJI. All my service objects start with ZJI star and press enter. The expectation is because of the system alias, it needs to check whether the service is available in 1809, not in the local system. So far we given local, so it starts searching only in the local system whether any service available with this naming convention. Now it will go to the remote logon is enabled. It go to the 1809 through my RFC trusted connection, get the service and listed out over here. Just press enter. Okay, so this much service are available in 1809. Means it's not added in this gateway system. So now mine is CJA sales details underscore CDS. Okay, I think I'm wrong. One second, let me confirm what is the service name. Let me go to service builder 1809. Yeah, it's in blue color. My service name is, oh, this is the one. Okay, ZJI Gateway Config SRV. Okay, because it should be end with SRV. So this service over here, yeah, this is also available. ZJI Gateway Config Servers. Selected, and after this it's common. Just click local object, next, everything is same. Only thing here is I retrieved or I connected through a different system, 1809 my source system, and retrieve my URI. That's it, and it shows was created and metadata was loaded successfully. Just click next and go back using filter, find the service which we added, go filter over here and CGI star, it's somewhere config, yeah, gateway config servers, click SAP gateway and execute it. I didn't redefine any method over there because these are normal practice. I just connected from 1809 different system to a gateway system and just checked whether the URI is executed successfully. Yes, it's executed successfully. And if you go with entity set, it will give might be some error because nothing is redefined over there. So just double click and click execute, and what will comes here. Okay, yeah, this is a direct CDS. Okay, so it just directly get the information from CDS. It's a wide open CDS, so it's get the information from there. Okay, so on top of it, if you want to do anything, redefine your entity sets method and do whatever you want. Okay, so this is trusted connection. Non-trusted connection is only change is instead of the trust relationship in SM59 we given no, because don't trust the people, just go with their role and security and do it. And if you non-trusted means simply you can say yes. Okay, that is the only change you have to do. I'll show you that. Go to SM59. Mostly we don't have authorization to create and change this. What is happening? Create and change this, but just for your information, you should know, right, what is trusted, what kind of connection. At least you have authorization to see the informations. So what I can do is, where is mine? Okay, let's me create it. What I created, trusted, I just go with non-trusted. Non-trusted connection, connect to 1809 non-trusted. Okay, connection type tree. Technical, I skip it. Just a minute. Yeah. So skip it means I didn't record it, nothing much. So here client is 800 and I'm saying current user. Whoever comes, just allow them to access the URI through this RFC I'm saying. So here trust relationship, yes, you can trust. Whoever the user is come, you can trust it. So this is the only change you have to do. Select the current user and click yes. Just save it. Okay, connection test. Yes, and remote logon I'm not able to do because there is some restriction in this system for this user. Yeah, so no authorization for this user to just go with the trusted one. So that's fine. I'm good. Now it will come. Now go to your SAP client. Okay, sorry, not this one. Yeah. So now you can have two systems as system Alias as well. So what I'm going to do is, this is my service, gateway config service, and I'm going to add a system Alias. You want to see just required, okay, that's fine. Go to new entry. Oh, okay. ZGI underscore gateway. Yeah, this one. And what is the system Alias? Oh, okay. I didn't create the system Alias. Okay, let me create it. So this is my like Spro, right? So through Spro, I just came to here and I want to create a system Alias for my non-trusted one. Just add N over here and connect to 1819 non-trusted. What is the RFC destination? RFC star 3 enter non-trusted. So here it is the same one. This is also same because the same system I'm creating a non-trusted as well. Save it. Okay. Now go to your ActiveWord service. I think this is the one. Yeah. So here just go to F4 system Alias non-trusted. Okay. Select it and you can keep whichever is default, depends on your requirement. So normally non-trusted, every change is going to be transport request only. So non-trusted is mainly we used for simple scenario is we created a service, but it needs some time, take some time to add a role, authorization, everything for the new service. So in the time being, I want to test my development. So go with a non-trusted one. You don't want to wait for it. So go there because if you say trusted and the user, your user also needs to be added the role and profile authorization profile for it. Until then, you're not able to test. If you test, it will show very clearly this user doesn't have an authorization in SAP Gateway client. If you test it with the trusted connection, it shows very clearly you don't have an authorization. So in the time being, you can create a non-trusted connection and just test it. You don't want to create it by default. People will enable this trusted and non-trusted connection as well in Gateway. So you can select here default system, which one you want a default system. But make sure before sending to production, the connection should be only trusted, not for the non-trusted one. Okay. So just go back. You are able to see the two systems over here. Okay. Yeah, trusted as well as non-trusted connection. And I already mentioned if you want to delete any service, there are some steps to be followed. You have to remove your system Alias and you have to deactivate your ICF node and delete your ICF node. Then only you are able to delete your gateway system. Otherwise, you can't. Maybe I can show you that as well. So I want to remove my system Alias and just remove this. Suppose you want to delete any service, just go to ICF node, deactivate it, and ICF node, delete it. Okay, then you can say where is that one? Gateway config and delete service. So it will ask, do you want to delete? It will say everything is delete. Yes, I want to do it. Just click yes. It's gone. ZJI is gone. So if you say add service and I want to go with non-trusted connection, ZGI, enter. Okay, so non-trusted, I don't have authorization. Okay, let me go with trusted only. Again, it's enabled because I deleted the service. Again, it's enabled. Okay, so this is very basic. I want you to have some information about what is the RFC connection, how the gateway servers connect with the backend system. So you don't worry about much about in a real time. So this will take care by just a basis people. So you should know what is a name system Alias name for your different backend systems. So nothing much. Okay, so hope this video will be useful for you. Just go through it. And if you have any doubt, please let me know. I'm happy to help you. See you in the next videos. Thank you so much for your time.